Sponsors and also a panelist that just came off the stage. Mike is here from Northrop Grumman, and you just came off the stage from a very deep conversation. We were joking a little bit off camera that, that was deep, that was intense, but you made it very relevant for those of us who don't work directly in this field. So tell us what your motivation is for being here, why Northrop Grumman is here, and what you really care for the general public who's watching on the live stream, who are aficionados of this.
Well, Northrop Grumman is actually we've been a sponsor of the Humans to Mars event for a number of years now. I mean, we really appreciate what ExploreMars does and the energy they bring to the event. We also really want to get people involved in space exploration. We want to bring that to the people. We don't want that to just be that's what the guys up on the hill or that's what guys at NASA do. Everybody needs to get involved and needs to really know what their space agency, well, I shouldn't say the American Space Agency is involved with. We want to be part of that. We want to be able to share that with everybody.
So if you're a fogey like me and you're not going to be an astronaut, it's too late for me, how can I still be involved?
Well, as far as being able to talk to people about it, being able to actually talking to your congressman about it, making sure that they know that you think it's important and that's something that you want to be a part of, that's every bit as important as what we do at any of the prime companies or even at NASA. Without that groundswell, without that base of support, this doesn't get funded. None of this happens.
What are you looking forward to? What's the next step for you guys? You're going to step off this stage. What do you have to go and work on next?
Well, actually, this whole thing with 2024 is, I mean, it's really exciting. We're really getting pumped up about it, and that's the next big thing. Going out, making we talked about the gateway and the gateway elements, getting those ready to go, and seeing what we can do both for SLS to get the first flight going, as well as to get all the pieces in place so we can go back to the moon in 24. I mean, we're really excited.
Exquisite controls. There was like a little moment there at the end, and you're like, the exquisite controls. Tell me more.
Well, it's just how complex do we want the systems? I mean, do we want that exquisite system that does everything by itself, or are we willing to accept something that is not so finely tuned, that the astronauts that are going to be up there can actually work on, can fix, can make do with the capabilities that they need? How much do we need, and how much are we willing to pay for it?
What are you willing to do?
Anything it takes.
Anything it takes. Okay. In a perfect world, what would that system look like?
To be honest, in a perfect world, I think that system is going to be something that we have the power and propulsion element, something that supplies the power, and then really some place for the guys guys and ladies don't want to.
I read into that. That's fine.
Okay. But want to make sure that they have enough to keep them going and keep them busy, but not everything in the kitchen sink. Enough to, I don't want to say rough it, but to get up there and get the job done.
I feel like if you're roughing it a little bit, it also allows to expand while you're there. Like, oh, we didn't realize we could do this, so now we can build out from there.
Well, I think that's part of what we talked about, is having those capabilities up there that they may not necessarily know that they want on the ground, but have the capability to be able to do something extra, or to even recognize that there's capabilities in the system that they didn't even realize were there. So, I mean, one of the big things that I remember was when they put Nadir on ISS, it was something that wasn't originally planned and didn't really think was necessary, but now that's where the people stay. That's the place where people actually, they love to take the pictures, they love to actually stay there and be able to take inspiration from. What's that going to be on the moon? Is there going to be a Nadir port looking at the Earth on there? Is there one going to be looking at the moon? What is that place that's going to give them the inspiration and the energy that they need to continue their work?
Thank you so much, Mike, and thank you to Northrop Grumman for being here. You're going to stick around and enjoy the rest of the panels today and be back tomorrow?
Absolutely. I'll be here the rest of the week.